Welcome to Evergreen Family Medicine and Women's Health. Today we are with Dr. Alyssa Emo. She is an OBGYN with Evergreen Women's Health. Welcome in.
Thank you for having me.
We always enjoy getting to know the providers at Evergreen, and so this is our chance to get to know you a little bit. First of all, tell us a little bit about your background, where you're from, and how did you end up at Evergreen?
Yeah, so I am originally from Minneapolis. I grew up there and then went to school in a very small town at Gustavus. It's a little liberal arts college. Played rugby, was part of a sorority that did a lot of breast cancer advocacy. So then when I was graduated and ready to go to medical school, I came out to Lebanon, Oregon. I went to Comp Northwest there with one of the other providers, Dr. Anderson. And once I was done, I was like, all right, next step. We went to Philadelphia and South Jersey for residency. And as I was completing my residency, I knew I wanted to come back to Oregon, really liked it out here, and I've really enjoyed being in smaller communities and working with community hospitals. So we did the interview with Evergreen, and they were just perfect. It was like having a family, like, Friendsgiving dinner during my interview dinner. So that sort of sealed the deal.
That's great. We always love hearing about that Oregon gets in your system a little bit and then you end up coming back. So that's fantastic. So tell me about your early take on Evergreen Women's Health and maybe what your passion is and how that fits in at where you're at now.
Yeah, I think Evergreen's Women's Health is a really great team. We have 2 midwives in our group, 2 family practitioners that do OB care as well, and then now 3 obstetricians. And I think everyone works really, really well together. People have different passions that sort of blend into one another. They're not shy about coming and asking each other for help or suggestions or saying, hey, do you mind seeing this patient for me? I think they would be a really good fit for you. And I think that's a really healthy practice to be a part of and join and grow with. My particular passions, I like high-risk obstetrical care. So taking care of patients that maybe have more health problems or have babies that come with different diagnoses and working with them, hopefully to get them to a delivery in Roseburg, but otherwise supporting them until their delivery up in Eugene or wherever they need to go for appropriate care. And I also really am passionate about breastfeeding, which I know is our midwife Stacy's big passion domain as well. I was a working mom during residency, and so I have a big passion especially for finding ways for women to pump and be successful with their breastfeeding journey as they go back to work, because that can be a really hard transition for moms as they re-enter the workplace.
You've said we a few times through your process. Who are you referring to?
My husband.
And your dogs?
And my 2 dogs. Yes, I have 2 corgis and my son.
We just put your dogs and your son above your husband, so I'm sorry if he watches this, of course. So tell us about your husband.
My husband's name's Forrest. We met in college, and he has been my biggest cheerleader. Like, my careers come first. He's moved wherever I wanted to go. He was the one that recommended Oregon, though, so big props there for him. And then when we decided we wanted to start a family, he decided that he would stay home and take care of our son, and I think that's just been a big blessing for me because it lets me follow my passion for women's health, and it makes sure that I know that my son is with the best caregiver one could have. So he also takes care of the dogs.
Outstanding. What else do you want people to know about you?
I am very passionate about making sure my patients get the best care possible, whether that's with me, whether that's with another provider, so that they feel heard and listened to, that they're educated about what options they need for their own care, and that they get to make that decision for themselves.
Well, hopefully at Evergreen Women's Health, that is supported and repeated for all the providers that are there, always thinking about that care for their patients. And I think that that probably is very common among your coworkers there at Evergreen.
I agree. It definitely is.
Terrific. All right, Dr. Alyssa Emo, OBGYN at Evergreen Women's Health. You can see more information about all the providers at evergreenfamilymedicine.com. And you can follow Evergreen on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.